have it back this time.
Okay, start recording. I did it.
Hi guys.
Hi. Okay, go.
And they say she's so Buffy.
No, you started with Isn't she Buffy, this Sunnydale girl? And they say
She's so Buffy.
She's a slayer, but
Oh yeah, I should have got that one.
okay, next time we'll work on the routine for that. Oh, didn't see anybody there.
Hi everyone.
Hi guys, welcome back. We're gonna react to season 2, episode 2 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Now, we really liked episode 1, didn't we?
Oh yeah, we all gave it 8s.
We gave it a resounding 24.
This episode is called Some Assembly Acquired.
Some assembly required, like IKEA.
Exactly, it's set in IKEA, and it follows Buffy walking around choosing furniture. So it's gonna be a good one, guys.
Sounds amazing.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Right, I cannot wait. Right.
Have they got IKEA in America?
Yeah. Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
You're not sure.
Yes.
No one's sure. Not even IKEA is sure.
Right. So without further ado, here is season 2, episode 2 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah.
IKEA are us.
Very nice food, actually. And he orders a coffee, and the guy behind the counter asks him how tall he is. So he calls the police. What?
In every generation, there is a chosen one.
See? Whenever we fight, you always bring up the vampire.
Well, I didn't come here to fight. Oh, no, you don't. You can't just turn and walk away from me like that. It takes more than that to get rid of me.
Oh.
Whoever was buried here didn't rise from this grave. She was dragged from it.
She was dragged from it.
I don't mean to appear indecorous. It's a social engagement, a date, if you're amenable. Idiot!
Boy, I guess you never realized how much you like that chair.
I was just working.
Your comment? We found an empty grave.
Not a vampire.
No, this one was dug up and the body was taken out.
Grave. That's new. Interesting.
I know you meant to say gross and disturbing.
Yes, of course.
Meredith Todd. Ring a bell? She died recently. She was our age.
I mean,
Drawn away.
she's probably one of many
Why don't we
guys
ask
in
her
that school.
to fire?
Oh, look at those legs.
No, thank you.
Knock it off.
Hey, Chris.
Those eyebrows.
Cordelia is so fine. Yeah, she'd be just perfect for us. Don't be an idiot.
Well, there's more to them than meets the eye.
Took a dark turn.
Meredith Todd died in a car accident last week. Of course, I have learned to deal with
But no one noticed in the entire school.
Love makes you do the last one.
That's the truth.
You know, this might go a lot faster if your films actually picked up a shot too.
Here.
Sorry, but I'm an old-fashioned gal. I was raised to believe that men dig up the corpses that women have babies. Guys, if we don't get this down by tomorrow, no one's going to be led by our cheers. Practice.
The cars escaped from last season.
No?
Set something up. Uh-oh, I don't like it.
Oh god.
Oh! Just angels.
It's soon for that Cordelia.
Yeah, he literally just walked past.
Oh my god!
Cordelia. This is the last
I knew it was Angel.
Yeah, good girl.
God, it's you. There.
Oh.
She does
scream.
so well at that.
She is so good.
Loves the scream.
Why do these terrible things always happen to me?
Karma.
So much for zombie people.
So much for all our things.
I get it. Great. I'll try.
You know, it took about 10 episodes to get all of the main cast into a scene together or
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
and now they're all together again, but plus the new one.
Yeah. They
How
love
about
it.
that?
Yeah, it's good to get them all together. It's nice to see the dynamic.
Oh no.
Oh, gosh.
She's trapped in the past. There's no room for him and his eyebrow.
She's got PTSD.
Sister Spacing's come a long way since Carrie.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry to do this. I really need the loo. Chat amongst
okay.
yourselves.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, chat.
So, what do you think's happening, Ashley?
I don't know really. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe they're doing an experiment to try and Frankenstein somebody. So maybe they're trying to reanimate a body so that he brings his brother back to life. And then he gets his mum back. Because she'll be really thrilled.
What do you think about the episode so far?
It's a bit slower burn, isn't it? So I think it's laying quite a lot more like possible possibilities.
Yeah.
Because this is like a whodunit or like a why done it almost. Which is nice. I like because I really like a murder mystery. I would say. Well, you know that.
Yeah.
So I quite like this air of mystery about what's going on, and the fact that it's a human-based mystery as opposed to a supernatural mystery.
Yeah.
I like these episodes.
That's true. This is a very Scooby-Doo episode so far, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's nice to see them interacted without an immediate, all-encompassing danger.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That it's like Monster of the Week.
Yeah.
But like you say, yeah, laying the groundwork for probably Giles and Miss Calendar, seems like, and Willow's and Xander's and Buffy's and Angels, maybe Cordelia's love.
I also quite like the I like the relationship between Xander and Angel.
Yeah.
And, like, because at the end of the last season, they were with Buffy when she was like laying face down in the pool, and they sort of smiled at each other, and so they've got this sort of strange rivalry, where they know there's no point having a rivalry.
Yeah.
So there's no animosity in it. They're just a little bit irked that they're always in each other's face.
Do you not think there is animosity?
But I don't think it's born out of like a great big rivalry or we hate each other.
Who?
Xander and Angel. It's just more that they're slightly irked that they're in each other's space all the time.
I think they hate each other.
I don't think they hate each other.
I think they hate each other.
But they never like trade barbs really. They're just kind of a bit disgruntled.
Well, I feel like Xander tries to, and Angel doesn't really give him anything back.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, maybe let's see how it progresses, like the relationship. See what happens. You know, we don't have a spoiler conversation at this stage.
Space.
We do need
Ashley,
to
you
have
can
space.
press space.
No.
Thank
Your
you.
scientific.
Oh. Are they building their perfect woman? Oh.
Oh, it's Frankenstein's monster. It's kind of like American Horror Story Coven, isn't there? Like a put together.
Yeah, he comes back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Come on. I've got to get inside and set up the lab.
I gotta go. Sorry.
Well, good work there. Good work, Giles.
Idiot. Oh, you're going to the football game?
Yeah, you seem surprised.
No, I just assumed you.
How do you feel about next season?
Oh.
Whatever it is you want to tell me, you can just tell me then. Okay?
I'm Giles. He's so cute. Isn't he?
We can't just keep waiting around for another lucky accident to drop a head in our laps. You know what we have to do?
Oh God.
Oh, it's just one lousy girl. I can't kill anyone.
It's pretty sick what you're doing, though.
Understand? I can't do that.
I wouldn't be alone.
Oh,
I see.
So I was kind of right. Yeah. He's already been reanimated.
Body's perfect.
Can't believe this.
Help me, brother.
He could wear makeup.
So is this a revenge plan? What is
I do not like his the makeup they're giving him or whatever it is, prosthetics.
Show me.
It's really bad.
This one.
What's his hold over this guy?
I guess he's happy.
Man of taste. My girl.
It's just a bit crazy.
Yeah.
With no real explanation.
Great shot.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh my god.
oh. Shah!
I know he's dead, but he's very old looking 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, very old. She gets kidnapped almost
I
every
know,
episode
she's
now.
always in peril.
Yeah.
Oh God.
They could come up with something a bit different for her, couldn't they?
Cordelia.
I swear that's 3 episodes in a row.
Good girl.
I'm gonna chill in your pyramid in midfield. I've gotta go. I cheer people up.
He's very
You don't
resilient.
understand.
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
to go out in the apex.
She does love her cheerleading.
She just...
Nothing's changed.
Daryl.
A nation that prides itself on its virility should feel compelled to strap on 40 kinds of protective gear to play rugby.
Normal strategy for first date? Dating my country's national pastime?
Well, she is calling it a date.
Yeah.
Dickheads! Like, you know what's going on there. Why do people annoy me so much?
Although, look, they're sat around a bunch of other high school kids.
True.
They can't ruin much. Do you know what?
But she's the apex. Leave her alone.
She's the apex.
What's an apex?
The top,
Like the pinnacle, isn't it?
Oh,
Oh no.
fourth kidnap
Fourth
attempt
kidnap.
of the last 3 episodes for. Yeah, there you go.
Oh god.
You need to carry a
It's
pepper
actually
spray.
starting to get on my nerves.
Please, just take off the blindfold. I promise. I won't scream. I promise.
Cordelia.
Thrown off for government work.
Buffy, help me.
I won't let him go.
Oh no. Yeah.
She does get the best
He's very
screams.
brave.
Yeah.
She's mine.
Oh well. Back to square one for him then. Dead again.
That'd be good.
Although a good rule of thumb for a first date is don't do anything so exciting that it would be hard to top in a second date.
Did you just say second date?
You noticed that, huh?
She's confident.
What you did in there was really brave and heroic, and I just wanted to tell you if there's anything I could ever do
Do
to.
you mind? We're talking here.
So wait.
Yeah, so what do you think that is?
Love makes you do the wacky.
What?
Crazy stuff.
Oh.
They just had an image change in this episode. It's
Yeah.
like it's on holiday.
Yeah.
Kills of a high school junior.
Are you fessing
What,
up?
not a star?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
his character is just
Maybe it bothers me a little.
flipped.
Well,
Hips.
thanks. Yeah.
So what do you think, guys? Some assembly required.
Well, I understand the title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't about IKEA. I lied.
Yeah, it was a big lie, actually. was a Frankenstein story.
Yeah. Actually,
I'm very underwhelmed by that episode compared to the first one. Let me explain why. Because one, I'm a bit bored of the recycling of Cordelia gets, or one of them gets kidnapped, and then they will have, like, it happened to Giles, didn't it, in, was it Nightmares or something? And it's happened to Cordelia now twice in a row, and it happened, like, just get kidnapped, and then everyone comes to try and save them. It's very, very cliche and a bit repetitive. Oh, sorry about that. I don't know what just happened there.
Sports?
do not bring sports
enough
into
of
this.
sports today.
I thought that was a really underwhelming episode. And I have to say something that if I didn't know already, so say I was watching it in the late 90s when it was first on, right?
Yeah.
And in season 2, they'd have promoted David Boreanaz to the main cast.
Yeah.
I'd have been really annoyed as a TV viewer because
Why?
I absolutely loathe Angel every time he's on screen.
I agree with you. I don't like it.
So I would have been literally like, why have they promoted this vapid blank slate
Yeah.
to the main cast?
Yeah.
That would have annoyed me, and I don't like any scene he's ever in.
What did you think?
Gosh. I think so. Angel is the least of my issues with that episode. Well, his jacket was terrible, but I think
I prefer him in black.
I suppose. Well, it just wasn't very substantial or fulfilling, was it really? Because, I agree with you. It's like we've seen all of that before. It's a little bit like when Cordelia gets blindfolded in season 1, and a little bit like when Natalie French kidnaps people. Like it's kind of the same. It's kind of the same thing.
Kidnap has probably featured in more than half of the episodes at some point.
I thought though. I mean, like it's quite nice having a reanimation episode, and what's probably good about it is that it went to a very dark place there, didn't it? With sort of like
grief.
The idea of like exactly what does grief do to
the stuff
people?
with the mum was quite good.
What does grief do to people, and how do people react to it? So she's like traumatized and paralysed by it, and she can't move on. The brother is so also can't escape like his love for his brother, so he does something dramatically irresponsible and stupid. So I like the stuff underneath the story, and the reasoning behind the story more than the actual execution.
I agree
of
with
the
you.
story.
I think the plot of the story is fine. Like Frankenstein's monster, it is literally, but it's been done lots of ways by people, and it's done really well. It's a good story in itself.
Yeah,
but it didn't work in this one. I didn't think.
Yeah, I was not looking forward to this episode because I would rank it in like the bottom 10, maybe even.
Of the whole 7.
Because it's just so pointless almost. It does move some things along. So for Giles, there were very cute moments of Jenny, and it does move along this sort of love pentagon we're seeing formed with Cordelia, Angel, Willow, Xander, Buffy. But again, I think, to be fair though, it is much better. It was much better than the worst Monster of the Week episodes from Series 1. Like the one with the praying mantis.
At least that was kind of camp though. I found that this was almost a bit of a drudge. So, with the title being about having to the worst thing about IKEA furniture is that it feels like a little bit of an arduous task.
Chore.
It felt like a chore. And I suppose, that is the best description for me of that episode. It wasn't that I didn't hate it.
It wasn't the puppet show.
Yeah, but but again, what was missing was a bit of the camp and the quips to keep the pace up. It felt like a thin story for it felt a long
I didn't
episode.
recognise the name of the writer. I did look at it at the start. Did you?
I think it was David Greenwald.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't.
It was a really short name.
What's interesting is at the time in '98, I think I watched it in '98, '99. There was a site, probably '98. There's a site called BuffyGuy.com, and I think it's still up. And it's basically a really good site that lots of you fans may know. And they would review the episodes and give them marks out of 10. and their review of When She Was Bad was that this is not a good season opener. It's too long. It's boring, and they gave it like 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10. For this episode, they thought it was brilliant, back to form, and they thought this should have been the season opener.
Jeez.
So it's interesting, and I disagree with them now, but at the time I think I felt like that as well.
Nope. I would give it 5.
Okay.
Oh.
I give it 4.
Yeah, I'm going to give it 4 as well.
So that's 13.
That's a big cliff that I've fallen down.
Yeah, from 24 to 13.
Yeah.
It's a big drop.
It also, the other thing is that I think it used Cordelia, like you said, in a way where you can only do something once, to have effect.
Mm.
So we know she's not going to die. It would have been better with some random girl, maybe being kidnapped, so one of the cheerleader friends, and then Cordelia can get involved that way.
And then they could have killed her off.
Could have killed her, maybe should have killed
And
her.
had a bit of a shock value, because it had 0 shock, very pedestrian, you knew what was going to happen.
To be fair, we did scream when we first saw the
Yeah, but it's not because of the story. It's not because of the story. That's because of things like direction and things like that.
And
so I'm happy to. I mean, I can scream in something that's a terrible, terrible movie.
True, and we have. There's a plot hole though in that they said they needed the head immediately, but his head? What did they do with him? Like he fell off a cliff, and then what? I mean, it's too silly to even talk about, but
it wasn't thought through.
It wasn't thought through, guys.
We've scored it. Should we move on?
We're going to move on with our lives.
Right, that's the end of that one. Thanks, guys, for watching. If you liked the video, then please do comment, like, and subscribe below. If you really enjoyed it, then do sign up for my Patreon, and the details are down below.
I feel so cheated by the episode.
Should we sing the song again?
Yeah.
Okay. Isn't she Buffy? That sunny there girl, and they say she's so Buffy. She's a slam, but she cry in a lonely heart. That's what I'll be jamming, man.